So I am not actively involved in this match because I found more information and I just wanted to basically take a second and go through it. Basically, I'm gonna be at my computer for most of the day, and as I find out more information, I will be feeding it over to you, and I may even stream to make sure I'm aware of the information. But to quote John Alba, to quote John Alba's Twitter, who I will include in the description down below, John Alba's, Sean Ross Sapp's, and Scott Shosnick. John Alba says, all I can say is, after working on this for more than 12 hours at this point, it is in my opinion that reports of a sale or being close to a sale last night were either premature or incorrect. That is not to say that it may not happen eventually, but not at this moment. That was in response to a fan asking if he thought where there's smoke, there's fire in this situation. And that just shows how much John Alba has been invested or has invested into this. Scott Soshnick, editor in chief of Sportico, has reported that WWE has not been sold to the Saudis public investment fund. In fact, the sales process hasn't even begun in earnest. I will do my due diligence to try and find out the legal terminology or figure out the legal terminology. Occurring to a greater extent or more intensely than before. That is, in earnest. I guess that's just a business way of saying, or my guess is that's just a business way of saying that though discussions have begun, they have not begun in great, in great effort or great consistency yet. Like it's not something to be taken too seriously. And also with the fact that Scott Soshnick is reporting stuff from Brendan Coffey, who is another reporter for Sportico, and they're reporting a WWE sale would body slam UFC. I know that does not prove anything, and I know that a lot of people are making significant cases about Stephanie McMahon's resignation yesterday and then the report of this news today. I may be willing to step back and say that one may be more connected to the other, but I would also point to the idea that right now Jimmy Van and Sean Ross Sapp are live, and I may set it up to where we watch it as well, or I may sit back and watch it a little bit. About Jimmy does go in, will have insight that I and almost anyone that no other media do. As they go into what goes into a sale and and all that information. That is Sean Ross Sapp. They are live on FightfulSelect.com. That being Jimmy Van and Sean Ross Sapp discussing all the information about what's going on as far as the WWE sale or potential sale, because again, the sale is not official. And already, according to Bloomberg.com, or Bloomberglaw.com, there has been a lawsuit. There has been a lawsuit filed. A shareholder has sued Vince McMahon in Delaware's Chancery Court, accusing him of wielding his 81% voting control to oust 3 board members, replace them with loyalists, and push through bylaw changes that would impose his will on the board and WWE. A spokesperson for Vince McMahon and WWE did not immediately respond to the request for comment. The dispute Tuesday comes about 6 months after Vince McMahon stepped down as chairman and CEO in face of allegations that he paid $12 million over more than 15 years to keep a lid on sexual harassment accusations by women both within and outside the company. McMahon's recent moves have reinserted him as head of WWE royal family, a WWE royal family he spent decades leading, both behind the scenes and on screen. His daughter Stephanie, who resigned as co-CEO and chairwoman Tuesday, is married to another top executive, Paul Levesque. According to the proposed class action, McMahon timed his return to seize control of upcoming negotiations over companies' expiring media rights, the lifeblood of the business, and forced his way back in by leveraging a threat to withhold support from any deal reached without his participation. But the move to take complete personal control over any major corporate decision by adding his cronies to the board violates Delaware law, the suit says. Cause of action, Section 121 of Delaware General Corporation Law, breach of fiduciary duty. Potential class size, thousands of stockholders of 43 million of WWE shares, according to complaint. Fellows versus McMahon, invalidation of bylaw and cost and fees. Honestly, if there is more to this, which I think there always is, as far as lawsuits are concerned, this could be a horrible thing for WWE and could be something that Vince McMahon can't get out from underneath, because honestly, there really isn't anything that says that what that lawsuit dictates is not what happened. I don't know a lot about law, and I may try and get a hold of my one friend who does to try and get him on to talk for a discussion. But the fact of the matter is, there is more to the story. It is not simple. It is not simple and one-sided. It is as complicated as Carlos Correa's contract negotiations this offseason. And there is more to it than meets the eye. To say that it is as simple as the deal is done would be very short-sighted. To say there is more to come tonight and throughout the day from not just John Alba, but also other news media reporters like our favorite Mr. Dave Meltzer, and also Sean Ross Sapp, who again is live right now. He has a feed to it through his Twitter. And though Ariel Helwani is also known more as an MMA reporter than a wrestling reporter, it is not to discount that he does not have connections, because he has interviewed and sat down with a variety of wrestling personalities. It does seem like right now he is with Bellator personalities, with Scott Coker being a top Bellator personality. And also, just to Just to put it out there, Ariel Helwani has also said, worth noting that the original tweet stating it was done, a done deal, has since been deleted. So again, to say that everything is a done deal, there is more to it than meets the eye, and it is not as simple as the deal is done. Where to now? Please, as I said, use discretion when looking for information because there is more to it than meets the eye, and it is not a done deal. Sean Ross Sapp and Jimmy Van are currently talking about it. I believe they may be live on Twitter, to be honest with you.
And that's why they're doing it. They're doing it because they're trying to get this different
Based on,
westernized, sanitized friendly version of
based on what I'm seeing, I may actually watch it and keep an eye on it as time goes on to be able to feed more news back to you guys if you don't have access or don't have the time to look into this. But right now they are live and I will be posting more information as the day goes on. Please, again, use discretion as to what you believe. The deal is not done yet. There is conversations, and I'm not discounting that, but the deal is not done yet. And there may be more to it than that because it seems like it's not going to go away. And how Vince got back in power is not going to go away without the shareholders because nothing happens without the shareholders. Nothing happens without the shareholders' approval. So not only is the deal not done, but the actions of Vince McMahon may have pissed off the wrong people. We'll have to see what happens as the day goes on and the weeks go on. So with that being said, I'm done for now because I could talk about this all day and I probably will be, but stay tuned for more information as I find out more. Again, though, Sean Ross Sapp is currently live with Fightful founder Jimmy Van on Twitter discussing this information and providing you insight that you can only find on Fightful. Either way, I will see you all very soon with more information.